Good morning, fam. It's Smiles for Miles. Welcome to Gig Life Driver. Hope to earn your subscription today. It means the world to me. I appreciate that very much, and I appreciate you, each and every one of you, who's been with me from the beginning. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's about 10:40. Just getting started on my 4-hour shift, 4.5. Just depends on the day. We'll see how it goes. Yesterday was a good day. I didn't do any filming, but I ended up doing 3 hours and about 22 an hour. So that was good. Good day. It's getting hot, so you can see I've changed my attire. I'm not wearing hoodies and such like that and a beanie because it's starting to get up to 100 by the end of the week. And today will be 90. So our summer is coming around the corner when we get up to like 110. It gets hotter in Phoenix. Here in the old Pueblo, we're about 10 to 20 degrees cooler than Phoenix, Arizona. But yeah, it was pretty interesting yesterday. Had a lot of fun. Also dealt with a lot of Karens. Most of the Karens I run into have nothing to do with the food, have nothing to do with the order, except for they're working at the restaurant I'm picking it up. And all the Karens I dealt with yesterday were just angry at the world, and they hate their jobs. And there was most of them, well, there was two of them yesterday, and they worked at McDonald's, and they both hated their jobs. Well, there's other jobs out there other than McDonald's, that you can try to go get. It's not like McDonald's is the end all be all. I had a W job, and I was working at Circle K. I was the kitchen manager because Circle K is copying Quick Trips and having kitchen and pizza, all that stuff. So I was in charge of doing all that. And with my prior experience as a former executive chef, I have the skill set to do that job. Well, I'm getting paid $15 an hour. I'm working from 5 in the morning until 1, so I'm doing 8 hours. We don't get any breaks. Circle K does not give lunch breaks. They don't give breaks at all. They're following the guidelines of the right to work here in Arizona. So right to work, companies don't have to give breaks. They can just have you work all 8 hours and trolley. And so, that's pretty taxing on the body when you don't get a chance just to sit down for a minute. But we find make time. A lot of people that work there would just go to the bathroom and sit in the bathroom for 15 minutes, sitting on the toilet, doing work or not, I don't know. But it's none of my concern. I just realized that the bathroom was the place to go take a break and a breather. And since I vape, I would just do my job, and then I'd go outside and take a few drags off of my vapor device, and then I'd go back in and work and continue my job. But I hated that job. It was just my manager was just, she hated her job, hated it, and so shit rolls downhill. So I'm much happier doing gig work. It would have been nice if Circle K really followed their mission statements about a friendly environment, happy environment to work for, benefits. And the benefit part was there, but the rest of it just isn't there. The district manager, his name was Bob, and he was just god awful. He would belittle the managers, and then of course again, we go back to the beginning, shit rolls downhill, and then the managers would belittle and berate us in front of customers, just like the general manager or the district manager, Bob, would do to the managers. So I'm much happier doing this. And word of the wise, if you're unhappy in your job, well, you got time off, go find a new job. You don't have to quit one and go find another, because that could put you in financial disarray. Just go look for another job. See, with me, it was just a matter of saving the money to get a new scooter or rebuild my original scooter that I used to deliver on. And then I had a backup, and so then once I left my W job, I was able to get back on my scooter and go back to gig work, which I really, like I said, I really enjoy. Also, to make sure you pad your gig apps. You know, I got GoPuff. I haven't used. I check in with it once in a while, but I haven't used it yet. I was on Uber. I'm not planning on going back to Uber at all. My favorite app to use is DoorDash. It's been quite lucrative. I've already paid my scooter off through delivering for with DoorDash, I should say. Well, I'm delivering for them too, and mostly delivering for the restaurant. But yeah, that's about it, gang. I'll be back with you sooner than later. Don't forget to give a subscription and give me a thumbs up. Peace. Okay, we got our first order. We're doing Panera. We're going to be delivering it to a office in this student business, or I should say student building, or yeah, student building. It is the Life Sciences building I'm delivering to. We're going up to the 4th floor. It's a hand to me, which is always nice. I like interacting with my customers and saying hello and giving them a blessed day. So don't forget to subscribe. This is Gig Life Driver. I'm Smiles for Miles. What's up, fam? Welcome back to Gig Life Driver. I'm on my 3rd delivery. I just delivered a $6 order to the west side, and just waving a buddy of mine on a motorcycle. And now I'm here at this place, and I'm gonna pick up some food and deliver it down the street for $4. So far, I'm at $10.50. Not too shabby. All right, I'll be back. Don't forget to give me a subscription and a thumbarino. You guys, the interior of this place is so cool. It's like a little piece of Mexico in Tucson, Arizona. Picking up some flautas, rolled up tacos. I grew up knowing them as taquitos. So, okay, be right back. What's up, fam? Smiles here. Welcome back to Gig Life Driver. It's about 12:45 and doing some deliveries. We got a rockabilly guy riding a Harley Davidson behind me. Pretty cool. Yeah, so far so good. I'm in it to win it, as well as you should be. In it to win it. I am at $40 so far, and yeah, it's pretty cool. A lot of fun. I put $2.50 in my gas tank, and I'm still at a full tank. So give you a little idea of my mileage I'm getting on my little scooter. Something to think about. Get out of your car and do the scooter. Interesting sound going on in my background. All right, don't forget to give me a subscription. It means the world to me, and you guys have a blessed day. I'll get back to you when I'm done. Boom. I'm back at my favorite spot, Chipotle. Getting ready to pick up an order, go deliver it. It's $4. About a mile and 7/10, almost 2 miles. Not bad. About $2 a mile. Actually less miles, so a little bit more than $2 a mile. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm excited. I'm having a great day. It's a beautiful day out. I made a mistake. I thought I was at $40. I'm actually at $33. So that gives me $16 an hour for the past 2 hours I've been online. And I'm getting ready to pick this one up right now. All right, gang. Don't forget to give me a subscription and a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you soon. Welcome to Gig Life Driver. What's up, fam? Smiles for Miles. Welcome back to Gig Life Driver. It's about a little after 2. I'm winding down my shift for today. I'll be done at 3. Not a very busy day. Made okay money. You know, I'm definitely short of my minimum I like to make, but for a Tuesday, that's pretty normal. The balance is all out by the end of the week. So, but yeah, it's not bad. It's just, you know, again, I love doing this job. I mean, I'm in a university area. Got college girls running around half naked. God bless them all for doing that. When Mom's weekend was last weekend, moms are running around half naked. God bless them for that. So yeah, it's you know, yeah, you can call me a dirty old man, sure, whatever, but it's nothing weird. I'm not a weirdo about it. I just appreciate the woman figure, and there's all shapes, sizes, color, and creeds, so it's pretty cool. Other than that, I really enjoy doing this job. I mean, if you can find a way to do it inexpensively and not hurt your car, and do it like on a moped, electric bike, or a scooter, you're really better off. Being honest with you, because your overhead is much lower, and your profit margins are much higher. So, for me, it was just like in the car, I'm making like $400 to $600. I'm spending $400 to $600 a month in overhead to maintain my vehicle, gas, insurance, the whole 9 yards, and maintenance, upkeep, everything. So, but with a scooter, yeah, it's a low end. So my overhead was very low in comparison to the two. So, anyways, it's fun watching these guys trying to park in the middle, and you got the Link supervisor who's not a cop. He works for the Link trolley system, telling him you can't park in the middle, which you can't. Cops do it, but they're cops. They get away with it. But the reason why is because you can potentially be blocking the trolley from going east to west on the university area while parking in the middle, and then you get a $120 ticket for it. So don't do it. If you're doing gig work here in Tucson, Arizona, and you're by the university, don't park in the middle if you're in a car. That's a good way to get yourself a ticket, a good ticket. A lot of point ticket too, by the way. But yeah, all's well. No Karens today. Everybody was cool. Delivered a lot of food. A lot of low tip orders today. I think out of all the orders I did, I think maybe 3 or 4 were above $3. So it was interesting. All right, talk to you later. What's up, fam? Welcome to Gig Life Driver. I'm done with my shift. I'm heading out. I just stopped at my favorite tortilla factory called Brian's here down the street from my house in southern Old Pueblo, or southern Tucson if you'd rather. Yeah, it's a great place. So I ended my shift 3 o'clock, a little over. Had a double to pick up, one from Chipotle, one from Kebabq Indian cuisine, and delivering it to 2 different places. Didn't pay a lot, but it got me to above my minimum by $8. So instead of ending the day with 50, I ended up with 58 for a 4-hour shift. Active time is what I go by, so I actually worked only like a total of 3 hours at most. So not too bad of an hourly rate. Like I said, it's been a little bit slow today, Tuesday. I didn't see a lot of DoorDash drivers that I knew on the road. Most of the drivers I knew on the road were Uber drivers or Grubhub. So, it was kind of slow either way. I was thinking because there wasn't a lot of DoorDashers out and about in my area that it'd be busier. But it was fine. I still had a good day, made money, low overhead, high profit, always a bonus, always a bonus. Now, one thing I am concerned a bit about is that we have this president in office that is going crazy with tariffs, and that's causing a serious financial downfall for the American community, the American people in general. We're talking businesses from mom and pop to corporation businesses, big millionaires, billionaires, tycoons, everybody's suffering from it. So I think that's why we're seeing a lot of low tip orders. Like before this guy was in office, when Biden was still there, we were making good money for delivery. I was making good money for delivery. Average was like $5-6. Now that Biden's gone and we got this orange creamsicle guy in there, average tip is like $3. Well, no, three total dollars. $2 delivery from DoorDash and $1 tip. The maximum I saw today was like $4, $5. So, and that wasn't a lot of them. Most of them were like $3.50, $3.75. So again, think about switching up your motivation about as far as the vehicle you're using, and maybe look into electric bikes, mopeds, or scooters that are low cost, higher profit margin. Yeah, you don't get to get out when it's out raining. You can jump in your car then if you want to deliver while it's raining. I personally don't like delivering in the rain. Even though I have a vehicle I can do it in, I'd rather not. I'd rather do my deliveries on my scooter, moped, or electric bike and have a higher profit margin, lower cost to do my job. I'd rather it be that way. I'd rather make the money than spend money. Maybe in the future I get a lower, better mileage per gallon vehicle that I could do rain deliveries in the rain. But right now I don't have it, and I don't need it. I don't need to do it. One thing I am going to do is invest in an HID headlight bulb for my scooter. That way I can start delivering at night, because I don't mind delivering at night. Delivering at night is not a problem for me. I come home, do the day shift, come home, and then eat dinner, and then go back out for an evening, 3-hour evening, 4-hour evening shift. So that's the plan of attack for my scooter. My next purchase for my scooter is going to be tires and an exhaust pipe, and then a bulb. Those would be, and a filter, air filter. Those are going to be the next items I'm working towards purchasing. The any other items like the CDI that's going to kill the rev limiter to where I can go faster than 45 miles an hour, that'll be down the road. But seriously think about it, because I'm talking to a bunch of other dashers and other drivers from other gig apps, and the tips aren't there. They're still using their cars, but the tips aren't there. It's not like it was before pre-November presidential election. So yeah, hang tough, hang tight. Make sure you get out there and do that hustle. Miles for miles. Welcome to Gig Life Driver.